We've got some relatively big news, which is why I'm making a video that isn't at the end of the week and is dedicated to just one game instead of many games, or people rather. But it's Borderlands 3. It's been announced. There's the trailer up now. I'll be playing it in the background. It won't necessarily be to do with what I'm saying, because I'm just going to play the whole thing. Well, not the whole thing. I'll play it as I talk, but yeah. It's going to show things that I've seen that I'm talking about, but not necessarily when I'm talking about it, if that makes sense. Anyway, I'll start talking now. In it, it says on words on the screen, explore the worlds, which is obviously different to just Pandora, meaning this. I don't know if it's going to be the same size as Pandora, but there's going to be multiple different worlds with different biomes, which is kind of good. Since, I don't know about you, but I was getting a little bit bored of the same kind of area all the time. There's a skeleton boss, which was kind of disco looking, and it had a lot of bright lights, and there was two people taking it on. Speaking of two people, it's confirmed that there's going to be multiplayer. I assume that means you can multiplayer on the same thing, as in like couch co-op, instead of having to do it online, which is kind of the case with some games, but Borderlands 2 didn't have online only multiplayer, so I hope 3 doesn't either. I think they had mechs, but they definitely had dinosaurs in it, which was, it's just like the different biomes and stuff like that. They had a human guy playing the saxophone for a little bit, which was interesting. I don't know if it's going to be in the game or not, but I hope it is. The guy off the Telltale spin-off, I think it was called Flynn or something. There's a guy that looks like it might be him because he has a robot arm, similar face, but with a mustache. Regardless, they have the guy that drove the bus on the first game. He turned up in the trailer, so I assume he's probably going to be in the game as well. Don't know how big of a role he's going to play, but he'll be in there. And it said on the thing that there's more than 1 billion guns to choose from, including a gun that has legs, funnily enough. So as in, like, it runs on its own and shoots people, I assume, without you having to control it. And then finally, we have Claptrap dancing in the trailer. That means it's probably pretty likely that he's going to turn up in the actual game, as he was in the first and second one. So it would be a bit odd for him to not be in the third one by now, because it's kind of like a staple of it. It looks good. The visually, as you can probably tell for yourself, it doesn't look like too much of an improvement. It's an improvement for sure, but I don't think it's much of an improvement from Borderlands 2 in all honesty, which isn't a problem. You don't come to Borderlands for the visuals, you come for it for the gameplay, and from what I can tell, it looks very varied. Obviously, we can't tell how good the gameplay is until we actually play it, which will probably be a while off, since that's only like the teaser trailer, really. Regardless, that's about it for what I had to say. I'll update you if anything else comes out that I see, obviously, and I'll see you in the next video.